Welcome to Menace the Monk. This is a massive game in front of us, and we to talk about it. We've got from the Away Gooners. We've got Bob. Hey, Bob, how are you doing?
Good, mate. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. And not to disappoint you all, we have someone who has not been here for a long time, and people were sort of asking for him. Nabil Virani is in the house. Nabil, कैसा लग रहा है भाई? कैसा लग रहा है? How are you feeling? दुबई कैसा है?
दुबई अच्छा है भाई. All good. Expo is going great. And
Yeah,
speaking about tonight's game, uh, in the context of the current scenario, as per LFC, it is
yeah,
the biggest game of the season till now because City has just
absolutely.
dropped points against Crystal Palace, and we can't afford to miss that opportunity. It's a
Really?
must win game for us.
I was thinking maybe you have a game against City in your running. I thought
Yeah, we have.
that would count more towards it. Yes, this is obviously
Yes.
one of the games to look forward to as a build up to that game. Yeah, if this is lost, then obviously that puts you again in a back step.
Yeah,
As
but Bob, we this Arsenal game is our game in the hand, and if we win and we get those 3 points, there is hardly any gap when anything can happen.
All right.
Totally.
So, Bob, I'll come to you first and talk to you a little bit about Arsenal and this season, whatever Arsenal has been doing. Now, obviously, compared to the last few seasons, there has been, growth, leaps and bounds. What have you made of Arsenal's progress so far? Do you see solid foundations being built or anything
See,
else?
I think what we have done this season is better than any other seasons, at least in the last 5 to 10 years that I can think back of. Right. In the past, we've qualified for Champions League, and then for the last five years we've been out of it as such. And the club has been going through massive transformations on and off it as well. And if you
Hmm.
look at the scale of things that is being done in this season, especially so far, we've done a massive clear out. I mean, if you
Yeah.
consider last season, we had a lot of deadwoods and all those sort of things that were sort of needed to be chopped before we start building again. So it was a fresh philosophy brought into the club. And then that's been something which has been going upon right since Arteta came in. People were sort of skeptic because he was new, and there wasn't any what do you say? There wasn't any sort of thing that he has achieved in football for him to say, "Oh, this is what is the model that I'm trying to do." And there was
Hmm.
actually a lot of questions, and to much of those critics, I think he's done a pretty amazing job. And if I'm not
100%.
wrong, he's career would be going everywhere, if he does similar job everywhere. So to consider where we were at the start of the season, he had faith. He's been telling the fans that when he signed Ramsdale that he's going to be doing good. And then as well as with Ben White, they were actually Ben White sort of had an horror show against Brentford in the first
Yeah.
game, if you guys remember. So considering all those things to where we were now, I mean, no one could have imagined. And you guys could actually acknowledge the fact that we are almost neck to neck with the top.
नबील तेरे को क्या लगता है मतलब do you see solid improvement in Arsenal? Of course, there is solid improvement. There is no question about it.
Yes.
But where is acha, one question I'd like to address Manas. Yeah, so Manas cannot be part of this stream because the game is obviously going to happen on Star Sports and those things. So he can't be part of the stream, but he's watching the stream rest assured. Right now, coming back to you, यार नबील तेरे को क्या लगता है मतलब are you wary of this Arsenal side? Do you think we have enough quality to take all 3 points?
See, Nidhi, if I think as a proper Arsenal Liverpool supporter, we are a bit favourites to win the game. That's what I feel. But with
Hmm.
all due respect to Mikel Arteta and this Arsenal side, they have improved a lot.
Hmm.
Like all of a sudden, if we look at the Premier League table, they are just climbing up, 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 up. If I'm not wrong, they are fourth right now. Am I
Yeah,
correct? Third or fourth? Fourth,
fourth.
I feel. third is
Yeah.
Chelsea, right? So for Arsenal, they had a dicey start to the season, but they have swung it around.
Worst start to the season, buddy.
Yeah, sorry. So they have swung it around, and they can be a tough nut to crack, but we have
Hmm.
to win. And frankly speaking, the frontline quality which we have as compared to Arsenal, of course, we have the upper hand, but I'm actually scared with Saka and Martinelli. I do get scared when they are in the full flow. Those two players are just amazing.
Right, right. And I'll come to you, Bob, first with my next question. Now, towards the end of the last year, around 2021, we had just lost to Leicester, and we had drawn to Spurs, and it was considered as if the title is a foregone conclusion. Now we are suddenly in this position where if Liverpool win this game, we go 1 point behind Manchester City. So, as Arsenal fan, what have you made of the title race this season?
See, yeah, no, just like what you said, right? At one point in time, you were leaps and bounds behind. There wasn't any way of you guys catching up City because they were completely on a roll and they were going everywhere. And once they
Yeah.
started dropping points, and at the same time you've been picking points, it almost feels like there is more motivation going into this game for you guys to take all the 3 points, right? Had that bloody City not lost against Crystal Palace, then at least the motivation would have been little lesser, I would say. Now Klopp can actually go all guns blazing and try and come up with 3 points. But he's got the biggest hurdle, as what Nabil pointed out, because Arsenal have got nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose.
Even
Correct.
even
Is that
even
true,
if they,
though? Nabil, is that true? Do you think Arsenal have nothing to lose?
No,
They
Bob, I'm
do.
sorry, but I wouldn't agree with that. Arsenal, they do have something to lose. I feel it's my personal opinion. I
no, no,
feel
no, totally.
that if Arsenal will get a draw, they would be happy. If Arsenal gets a draw, they would be more than happy. I feel personal
I
opinion.
think I think when they put through points for the entire list of fixtures remaining,
Yeah.
they would have themselves put for a draw. So
Yeah.
considering
Bob,
getting 3 points from this fixture,
Bob, by the way, joins us from Sydney. So, is that Sydney, right? Somewhere in Australia.
Sydney,
Sydney,
yes,
right? Right. Yeah. So, Bob, are you aware of this man called Ranveer Singh? He's
I
been
know. Of
very.
course, buddy. Of course, I know.
What have you made of his antics recently?
I saw that he was about to divorce Arsenal. Is what I read.
Yeah. What have you made of his recent antics?
Buddy, you can't diverse any football team, buddy. I don't think what sort of a football team. If you actually go what support a football team based on results, you
Yeah.
guys have been the toughest of the lot. You've not won anything or Premier League title for the last 30 years, and still you stuck to it. That actually shows, what a fan should be. And you can't. There are two things in life that you can never change: your mother and your football club. So once you said that,
Agreed.
that's it. Done.
All right, we'll come to the prediction, Sanjeev. That is, of course, something that we will discuss. But यार नबील, तेरे को क्या लगता है यार? मतलब टाइटल हंट में अभी we are back.
Yes.
तो तेरे को क्या लग रहा है? मतलब do you think चांस है और नहीं है?
The full chance है. 100% chance है. They
100%.
could, yes, yes. It's see, we have the capability to win 10 games in a row. और
Hmm.
अपने अगेंस्ट में अगर मैं गेम देखूं, यस अपने को टफ फिक्चर्स है. वी हैव सिटी, वी हैव मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड, वी हैव स्पर्स, and we also have Arsenal tonight. It's
Yeah.
like it's a difficult run. 4 games are too difficult. Like ये वाली teams ऐसी है whom we can lose also, we can get a draw and we can win also. बट
Hmm.
यार वी नो द क्वालिटी, डेप्थ अपने पास अभी आ चुका है. जो अपन इतने सालों से रो रहे थे कि स्क्वाड डेप्थ नहीं है, स्क्वाड डेप्थ नहीं है, अभी 5-5 अच्छा अटैकिंग लाइनअप आ गया है. डिफेंस अच्छा खासा स्टेबल है, सॉर्टेड है. मिडफील्ड भी अच्छा खासा है. यार व्हाई वी कैन नॉट विन द नेक्स्ट 10 to 12 गेम्स इन अ रो? आई हैव नो क्लू. आई नो इट्स टफ नॉट टू क्रैक, बट क्यों नहीं कर सकते यार?
This
सिटी के
is
देखना, मैं सिटी की हालत, दे आफ्टर पैलेस गेम दे वुड बी शॉक कि हाउ डिड दे डू द गेम. नाउ इट्स टाइम टू टेक एन एडवांटेज. if we just keep on pushing them to their limits, क्या पता और कोई होएगा क्लब उन लोग में भी आ जाएगा जोश के चलो भाई सिटी को रोक देते हैं. गोल नहीं मारे लेकिन उन लोग को भी गोल नहीं मारने देते. वी आर इन द रेस यार. है चांस है, अभी भी चांस है अपना. 100% चांस है.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so I don't think the lineups are out yet. I think there are still 4 minutes to go for the
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's
Arsenal and Liverpool
exactly,
lineups to be out.
yeah.
So we will discuss that once the lineups are officially out.
I'm just looking to
We're
see
getting a
if
lot of
Tomiyasu
comments.
makes a start.
Yeah,
That would be
yeah.
very
So we'll
interesting.
do that once the lineups are officially out. I think these are leaks, so just wait till then. But one question coming back to you, Bob. Um, do you do you want or expect Tomiyasu to start this game? You mentioned Tomiyasu right now. He's coming back from injury. You are going
Honestly,
in for a top four battle with Spurs, probably Manchester United as well. Do you think it's worth risking Tomiyasu in this game?
I would probably not, because Cedric has not been doing bad for all, against all the odds that the Arsenal players have kept in. Cedric has been doing decently so far. In fact, he's made some good clearances on the right flank,
Yeah,
and we just want the momentum to continue. Although Tomiyasu on paper would be a better player than what Cedric can offer, but still we
yeah.
just have to go with the form here.
Nabil, uh,
yes buddy.
कहाँ पे ये मैच हम एक्सप्लॉइट कर सकते हैं आर्सेनल को? Someone was mentioning Ben White. Do you think it is the middle of the park? Do you think it's the flanks?
I think it's flanks. If we have Salah and Luis Diaz with the same flow, see, frankly speaking, I am very much happy that we have Luis Diaz with us right now. क्योंकि
हाँ,
थोड़ा थोड़ा डायनामिक्स हो गया है चेंज. अगर तूने ध्यान दिया का निधि तो माने पहले उस जगह पे खेलता था, जोटा या फर्मिनो सेंटर में थे. अब भी लुइस डियाज ने वो फ्लैंक ले लिया है, बिंग ले लिया है, एंड माने को अपन लास्ट एक या दो गेम से अपन उसको सेंट्रल यूज कर रहे हैं, एंड इट्स गुड. क्योंकि जो डियाज का जो शूटिंग एबिलिटी है, साला तो ऑफ कोर्स उसका कोई कंपैरिजन ही नहीं है, बट आई थिंक अपने को फ्लैंक्स के ऊपर ही अपना काम होने वाला है. सेंट्रली आई डोंट थिंक सो इतना, until unless we have Thiago or someone with us. अभी वो अपने को लाइनअप में अपने को पता चलेगा, बट
I think yeah.
फ्लैंक्स.
Only seconds remain, and the lineups will be out, and then we can talk more, little bit more about. Guneet Chawla says Salah benched.
Mm.
Possible. Let's see what happens. The predictions are in. So this is, I think, the leaked lineup. Bob, what do you think about this lineup? Strong?
Oh
And
man,
I
see,
haven't seen the Arsenal lineup, so of course,
see, I'll tell you, any team that Liverpool is going to put up is going to be strong. You've got
okay.
depth in Elliot, seriously, and I'm saying that it's pure quality that I can see, and I'm just in awe of what they're actually doing. Every one of us. Diaz is a game changer, man. I don't know. I mean, I'm just quite happy that you picked him out of Spurs. Spurs is radar. That was the best compliment to receive as an Arsenal fan. But yeah, that was actually a game changer. So more than that, what I would think would be, the danger man for Liverpool would be Yota. Yota has been a thorn in the recent
Yeah.
times, and he can come in and make a difference easily, quite easily. And to me, what I feel, or where the game would be won, possibly, is how each of them control the midfield. Because, as you know, Xhaka and Odegaard, both of them press high. They press really very high, that it actually leaves behind a space on the midfield with only Partey to take care
Only
of,
better.
right? So if you can actually break that midfield battle, that's where you'd get. That's where I think you would be succeeding if you were to, or
Hmm.
if we manage to maintain that high press from our end, then Arsenal can make a difference.
I think the
All
official
right.
lineup is out.
All right, the lineup is
Salah
out.
is benched. Yeah.
Let me share the lineup. So let's discuss it, and we'll also bring up the Arsenal lineup. Give me just one. By the way, Drog Baba is in the house. Make sure that you subscribe to Drog Baba's channel. He has been so helpful, so supportive of us. absolutely top guy, no doubt at all. Right now, this is the lineup. Nabil,
Yes, buddy.
Allison, Alexander-Arnold, Matip, Van Dijk, Robertson, Fabinho, Henderson, Thiago, Mane, Diaz, Jota. Yes, Salah is
Salah
on the
has been
bench.
benched. साला का सुनने में आ रहा था ना कि थोड़ा बहुत इंजरी
हाँ,
है उसका, थोड़ा सा
पहला
वो
पहला
फाइन.
रिएक्शन क्या है तेरा? साला बेंच पे है. What is your first reaction?
मजा नहीं आ रहा है, बट ठीक है यार, वो सोच समझ के उसको बेंच पे रखा है, क्योंकि इट वाज सीन, थोड़ा बहुत ऐसा सुनने में आ रहा था, ट्वीट्स भी आ रहे थे कहाँ ना कहाँ से कि ही वाज अ बिट, थोड़ा सा इंजरी था उसको. सो बेंच इज फाइन. अगर कुछ कुछ हुआ नहीं 60 मिनट और 70 मिनट्स तक, तो क्लॉप विल गेट हिम ऑन, दैट्स फॉर श्योर. उसमें कोई शक नहीं
Okay.
है यार. एंड
And
आई जस्ट वांट टू सी कि जोटा के माने सेंट्रली कौन खेलता है. आई जस्ट लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू दैट.
I think Jota
आई
will
थिंक
play
जोटा,
central.
या या
Yeah, I
Thiago
guess
is playing.
Chelsea reached
That's a big
Lille.
thing.
Yes. Yeah. Chelsea has reached Lille. There were some videos today. They have managed to reach Lille, France. Bob, before we discuss the Arsenal lineup, I have the Arsenal lineup with me. What do you make of this Liverpool side? And also, Salah not in the starting lineup also means that you'll have to deal with Salah after 60 minutes or something, perhaps.
See, I'll tell you, I'll make up for the same thing whether if it's Salah starting or not starting. Really, doesn't really make any difference because if Salah's not there, you bring in another one with the same quality, which is Yota, as I said, and Yota has been on a scoring run against Arsenal in recent times. So there is every reason for you to go with the same prep, be as much vigilant, when you're Arsenal against the lineup that they are put in there. So, but I sort of predicted this thing. I didn't really expect our Salah to start, and that wouldn't really make much difference. In fact, Salah coming on after 60 minutes is more threatening than what he is.
All right. Just last question, Nabil. Midfield क्या बोलता है? Are you happy with the midfield that we have? I know the
Yes, I.
lineup in front of you is the
Yeah,
Arsenal
yeah.
lineup, but
No,
were
no.
you
I know.
expecting this midfield?
Yeah, yeah. I was expecting Thiago starting. I was expecting that.
Yeah.
But thank God he's starting. But because for me, Thiago is the kind of player he should play each and every game in and out. It should be the
Mhm.
choices should be between Henderson and Naby Keita. And of course Oxlade-Chamberlain and Elliott, and we have all Curtis Jones and all. But Thiago and Fabinho, these two players should be there in and out. I mean, not in and out, only in each and every
Yeah.
game.
All right, let's move on to the Arsenal lineup. Bob, I'll just so Martinelli and Lacazette up front, Saka to support them, of course. Granit Xhaka, Odegaard, Thomas Partey is your midfield, and then Tomiyasu does not start. It's Cedric Soares, Ben White, Gabriel, and Tierney is your back four. Ramsdale, of course, is a keeper. Are you happy with this lineup?
I think that's the most that we could look for now. Yes. I'm happy that he has gone in for Martinelli. I was thinking maybe he will try with Smith Rowe on the left hand side, but Arteta has gone in for pace with Martinelli,
Mhm.
and I reckon he would be more threatening than what Smith Rowe can do. Of course, Smith Rowe can actually score, or he's been scoring quite a lot this season, but still, I'm happy with the current lineup, and that's the most that I'm actually looking forward to. Just like how we've got Salah after 60 minutes, then probably we'll bring in Smith Rowe after 60 minutes.
Oh yes, absolutely, guys. Please go and subscribe to the Away Gooners. They are just about 7 away from 100 subscribers. So please make sure that you subscribe to the Away Gooners. Time मिल जाए तो हमको भी कर
Thanks,
देना
guys.
यार.
Thanks,
Right.
guys.
And now moving on, we'll close this off in the next 15 minutes or so. Um, I'll come to you, Nabil, first, and I'll
Yeah.
also give my take on this. What is the most key battle here in after looking at the lineups? Tomiyasu is not there, Cedric Soares is there, but we also don't have Salah starting.
Yeah. See, bhai, frankly speaking, I would again say जो मैं expect कर रहा था कि Salah would be playing if he's not. Okay, 1-0. क्या बात है? क्या बात है, निकल पड़ी. थैंक यू मानस,
Congratulations.
इंफॉर्मेशन देने के लिए.
Yes. Sorry,
So,
Nabil, bol.
still I would say the flanks, wings, अपना जो भी अटैक होगा उधर से ही होगा. I feel the Jota would be playing centrally, and Luis Diaz, the kind of form which he is in, and I feel आज Mane would be like feeling कि भाई Salah is not there, I have the responsibility, I have to score goals in his absence. क्योंकि यार अपने लिए भी वो इंटरनल कंपटीशन अच्छा हो रहा है, हेल्दी कंपटीशन हो रहा है अपने लिए भी. जोटा कमिंग बैक, Bobby Firmino is on the bench. So it's like 4 5 good attackers we have, and everyone with Champions League due to come, FA Cup due to come still. So there are too many games, and we need all the players fit and fine and in good form. So for tonight's game, I feel the wings again. Luis Diaz would be the key person with all his runs and his shoots.
Yeah, sports talk with Maim Manas is not on the live because of professional commitments, but he's watching the stream, so he's here with us. But coming to you, Bob, where do you where do you see a deficiency in Liverpool that you can exploit as moving forward, perhaps?
I think what I feel, if at all Arsenal can actually maintain that high press, as I spoke about earlier, they can actually pick back Liverpool in terms of their average team positions and all those sort of things and formation towards their half, because Allison almost starts at 20 30 yards when Liverpool is on an attack. So if you can actually pick them back and then sort of keep pressing them to find some opening or two, that's where possibly Arsenal can be successful. If you look at the game that we played earlier this year against City at home, that was a bloody game that we lost 2-1. We shouldn't have.
Yes.
And if you look at
Yes.
if you look at how if you look at how Saka played that game, that's exactly the same performance that I would look at. If not for that bloody ref, seriously, we wouldn't have lost that game. I wasn't so furious about any game as that game, because the referee just literally killed the whole game.
Yeah.
And that's making me more optimistic in terms of how we should be playing. If we
Hmm.
can exactly bring that game, let Liverpool play their game. You can't but they can't actually, that they can't absolutely be able to knock Arsenal out.
Okay.
But it also, on a pessimistic note, we were coming after a similar confidence after the last before the last game against at Anfield. But there everything clicked in Liverpool favor. We completely lost a game 4-0 because
Hmm.
every shot, I can't believe that Minamino's shot, everything went in, much to his delayed. So things like that could as well happen.
One question I have, Bob, and Manas has asked this. Obviously, now Thomas Partey came back from AFCON and took a red card against Liverpool in that Carabao Cup game. But what have you made of his progress since he's back? He's been
You guys,
fantastic for you all.
I'm not sure if in case you guys support or you watch Atletico. I'm a massive fan of Atletico. I watch all their games and I follow them for a long, long time. I've
Hmm.
been a fan of Partey right since his Atletico days, and I was the first one jumping up and down when Arsenal signed him. And to be honest, in fact, even in his own assessment, he just gave himself 4 out of 10 in an interview. For how he's been playing for Arsenal so far. And right since he mentioned that, every one of his game has been stellar, seriously stellar. And you guys should be really fearing him today because what he's been. I was telling in our pod that he should have almost gotten hat trick against Leicester, because that's how creative he was, and that's how almost close that he was to scoring 3 goals, not just 1 goal that he did.
Hmm.
So he's a different animal now, completely a different animal. I think that's where the team is sort of clicking. Everyone is sort of getting adjusted to the mentality and the need that the manager wants them to be performing it. So yeah, no, you have to be. If you were to win today's game, it would be beyond. It would be outwitting Partey. That's what I feel.
I get that, but just to add in my 2 cents here, I think the most important thing today for Liverpool will be to contain Odegaard. Because if you look at Arsenal's recent performances, if in attack, Odegaard has been the guy who's been sort of the one pulling the strings. So if we can cut off the supply that comes from Odegaard, we could really stifle Arsenal off, and that's why Fabinho is very very important.
Fabinho.
Uh, but coming to another question, नबील क्या बोलता है यार ये, क्या मतलब डियाज आर्सेनल ने कभी खेला नहीं उसके
नहीं
अगेंस्ट,
खेला, यस,
मोस्ट प्रीमियर लीग के अगेंस्ट वो मतलब वो
न्यू
एक
है,
अननोन एंटिटी है.
अननोन प्लेयर है, राइट.
डू
काफी
यू
डेंजरस
थिंक,
भी है यार.
हाँ डेंजरस तो है,
यस, ऑफ
करेक्ट,
कोर्स ही इज, ऑफ
तुमको,
कोर्स ही.
हाँ नबील तेरे को क्या लगता है, मतलब ये हमारे फेवर में काम करेगा कि क्या?
It will be in our favor. I feel it will be in our favor because of course he's new. लोगों ने उसको जो भी टीम्स ने उसको देखा होगा, वो लोगों ने उसका वीडियो से और उससे ही उसको थोड़ा सा उसके बारे में कुछ ना कुछ तो प्लान किया होगा. बट प्लेइंग ऑन द पिच इज ऑल टुगेदर अ डिफरेंट गेम. कोई भी कोई भी होवे प्लेयर उसको देख के तुम उसका अंदाजा नहीं लगा सकते कि हाउ गुड ही इज ऑन द
हम्म.
पिच. वो खाली वो जो प्लेयर जो है अंदर की टीम वाले उनको ही समझ में आएगा कि हाउ गुड ही इज. एंड व्हेन इट कम्स टू डीएस, ऑफ कोर्स ही टेक्स शूट्स, ऑफ कोर्स ही ट्राइज टू स्कोर, बट आई हैव सीन कि यार वो पास देने से डरता नहीं है. यहाँ पर अपने को जोटा काम आएगा, क्योंकि अगर जोटा सेंट्रली खेल रहा है जो अपन सोच रहे हैं, जोटा इज प्लेइंग सेंट्रली, Diaz can easily make way for him to score.
Yeah. Which was the other question, Jota central or Mane? I think it will be Jota. Nabil, तेरे को भी ये लगता है?
Yes, yes. Even I
Bob, do
think
you
it will
do
be
you
Jota.
do you
Agree.
think, looking at this
Jota will be
lineup,
central.
Jota will
Yes,
play through the center?
center. Yes, that's where he would be more effective than what Mane can be.
I agree. I think we are going for more directness in this game. Ishan, who's a City fan, says, as a City fan, it was a heartbreak for us. In a manner, we drew to Crystal Palace after everything except scoring. But now we're supporting Arsenal for today. Of course, we will be supporting Arsenal
Yes,
for
it's natural.
today.
It's
Obviously, yeah.
natural.
Um, have you heard Gavi to LFC rumors? I have read about it, yeah, but I don't think that is true. The figure that is being reported is 6 million per year. That imputes roughly a 120k per week wage. We won't pay that to a teenager. हम नहीं देंगे. So, and again, I don't think Barcelona will let Gavi go. This is their prized asset. Rajan, thank you so much for joining us here. Really, really appreciate all the support that you put in front of you guys. So, by the way, there are about 30 people watching the stream. So, I hope all of you have liked the stream. If you guys are new here, if you've not subscribed, please subscribe to Menace the Monk. When you like our videos, the more people get that in their suggestions, and it helps us grow, really helps us as content creators. And of course, the Away Gooners are here, so whoever is here, please make sure that you subscribe to the Away Gooners as well. Now, we will be closing this off in the next 10 minutes or so. Now, Shubham says Mane on left, Jota center, Diaz on right. Liverpool will win by 2-0. We'll come to the predictions. We will come to the predictions for sure. But how good is this year? And bench. Speaking of the bench, let's hear Bob's thoughts first. What do you make of the Arsenal bench, bro? Who all are there on your bench, and do you think you can shock us probably from the bench if possible?
See, honestly, looking at the bench, we don't really have anyone who could. I mean, except from Smith Rowe, we don't really have anyone who could come in and make a difference. It's just a made up number, right? We don't have any squad players left. We've just filled up with the numbers with El Neni and all this Niketia and all these people who are decent enough, but not enough to make an impact against Liverpool, right? That's the kind of class that we are looking at. So honestly, I don't really see anyone coming in from the bench and then immediately doing a game-changing impacts out of the thing, except for Smith Rowe, of course. Um, Yeah, that's what I see of Arsenal bench, but Liverpool bench is pure quality, man. I mean, I'm just in inspiration and awe of how they've actually built up the team over the years. Seriously, that is
Amazing ना नबील मतलब एक signing has changed the complexion. One signing.
एग्जैक्टली निधि तू वन साइनिंग की बात कर रहा है मैं तो इधर तक बोल रहा हूँ लास्ट ईयर तक अपन रो रहे थे लाइक वी वर लिटरली क्राइंग कि साला स्क्वाड डेप्थ किधर है स्क्वाड डेप्थ किधर है बेंच पे देखते थे तो कोई नहीं होता था एकेडमी के प्लेयर्स होते थे मतलब भाई चल क्या रहा है कोई नहीं है बचा ही नहीं है इंजरी लेके गई कौन कहाँ चला गया अभी देख रहा हूँ देखना मेरे सामने है लाइनअप्स है कोनाटे नाबी कीटा फर्मिनो साला
अरे मत बोलो
गोमेस
यार,
चेम्बरलेन जोन्स
making me
मिनामिनो
jealous, man.
एक प्लेयर ऐसा नहीं लग रहा है जो कुछ ना कुछ नहीं कर सकता है साला सब कुछ ना कुछ कर सकते हैं यार
Yeah.
मिनामिनो में लेके
Yeah.
आएगा तो वो भी गोल मार देगा
Let's take this comment. Bob, I'll come to you. Now, I'll tell you something, and I'll give you some context behind, why I don't want this to happen. Honestly, whenever we've gone against 10 men, we've struggled because we I don't know we don't know what to do. But are you, as an Arsenal fan, worried that Shaka will do a Shaka?
See, I'll tell you. Even Shaka wouldn't put a bet on him to say you didn't get a card. Seriously,
नाइस वन बॉब नाइस
that's how it is. But in all surpriseness, he hasn't got a card in last 5 games, which is completely mind blowing stat.
बॉब आज पक्का मिलेगा बॉब आज पक्का मिलेगा
Shaka could do a Shaka anytime. Yeah. And when he decides that he wants to do it, he'll do it no matter what. Right. But we've got Holding lined up as a backup substitution all the time. Every game, first thing that Arteta puts on the score sheet or on the team sheet, sorry, is Holding as a backup for Xhaka. And we play better, in all honesty, if Xhaka is carded. We play with a better shape. We switch to 3-5-1 or 3-5-2, whatever. Sit back.
Yeah, yeah. Manas says Gavi to Liverpool is the new Mbappe to
New
Liverpool.
Mbappe.
I agree.
Right.
I agree. Both baseless rumors. कुछ नहीं होने वाला है.
Guys, honestly, if you watched Gavi there, he's a
He's amazing.
natural striker.
He's amazing, but we're not going to get him.
Totally.
That's the thing. I'm not. He's amazing, but yeah. We'll take a few more questions and then we'll move on to the predictions. And could be in a few seasons that we are finally seeing a great side of Arsenal. Bob. Now today
Yes.
I read a tweet, and I don't know how true is that or whatever it is, but it mentioned that Arteta has been offered the PSG job, which I think is, again, Twitter making it up. But do you see Arteta long term at Arsenal, or do you think he will get Arsenal to a particular level and then someone else might need to come in, which is something that we have seen with a lot of teams, including Liverpool, I would say.
Do you think Brendan Rodgers took you to a level up before Klopp took over?
I don't think so. Look, I am biased when it comes to Brendan Rodgers. I don't like Brendan Rodgers at all. But again, some people
nice
hold
character
that
Nidhi,
argument.
nice character
Yeah.
nice character
See, the jury is still out on Arteta at Arsenal, although
Okay.
there are signs in the positive direction, a lot of signs in the positive direction. And I'm a big fan of him, by the way. So I feel once he keeps growing down the same path, if he is continuing to improve the team through the same path, then at some point in time, I feel he would be nicked away for sure. Obviously we can't be competing with PSGs and all this oil money and everything. But but I don't see it coming in the coming summer, at least. I don't think. And by the way, the PSG managerial job is a complete chucker.
Yeah,
It's a
I don't think
spin-off.
that's.
It's
Yeah.
yeah, and no one could come in and take complete control of what they want to do. And especially
Right.
when it comes to PSG, they can't come in and have their own say in terms of how they want things to be. There is a bigger structure It's rotten right from top to bottom, and that's why they are actually sucking out of the Champions League every year, right? Their whole structure with their sporting director and all these president and all those sort of things having influence on the starting 11 and the team is so bad that you can't Arteta can't go there and then do the things that he is doing there. Now he
Hmm.
wants a specific way of doing things here, and that's been how he's been continuing to do. And yeah, and I don't see it changing, or I don't see him going out. At least it's been established to a level that you can accept.
Yeah, yeah. By the way, Harry Kane, it's true. I mean, I was just watching the replay. Harry Kane has just missed an open goal. So Bob will have a smile on his face listening to
No
that.
surprises, buddy.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
score,
Ritvik.
you score 20 penalties and say, "Oh, I'm the Golden Boot winner." Bloody.
All right, let's not get too much into Spurs because I think Bob a different side will emerge. But Raf, yeah, I think Jota will be on through the center. Mane will be on the right, and Luis Diaz will be on the left side. That's what I think. We'll know once the project starts. Project, I'm saying is project. But yeah, I mean that's how I think we will line up. Um, just to close things off, gentlemen. Now let's say Nabil तेरे पास पहले आता हूँ.
Okay.
Do you think once this once the final whistle goes, we will be 1 point within City? How
Yes.
confident are you? How confident? I will come to the score predictions as well. How confident are you about this particular game?
Nidhi, I am quite a lot confident because I can see the hunger in the players. I can see the hunger in Klopp. He wants to win the league again. जो last year तो हो ही नहीं पाया था, कोई चांस ही नहीं था. लेकिन he wants to win the league. He wants to win the Champions League also. That's keep aside Champions League, but Premier League, he knows how big game it is. He knows how important it is to get into 1 point of City. अगर वो टेक्निकली बात करेंगे तो people will again say कि now it's in our hands, win on the game, and we will end up winning the league. It is too damn difficult. I feel again City will drop points again. अपने सामने नहीं और भी लोगों के सामने they might drop a point or two.
Hmm.
We have to cash in on each and every opportunity. We have to cash in on each and every opportunity. I am quite confident. सारे players hungry है, Klopp hungry है. They know it is a big game. They will win. I am 100% sure.
Okay, Bob. Do you think top four is sort of guaranteed for Arsenal now?
Okay.
Because
If I were Arteta, if I was
hmm,
actually giving a team talk in terms of what should be the team's mentality, I would show them the Gary Neville's interview or the Sky Sports Pundit's interview. I think after the last Manchester United game, not the one against Tottenham, but then the one before.
City, City.
Uh, yeah. Yes, City game. They were talking about how Manchester United have the easiest run in at fixtures, and they're expecting Arsenal to actually slip out of top four.
Yeah.
Right? I would be exactly showing them the video. Look, guys, this is what the media is talking about you. I know you guys have been pretty awesome and you've been putting performances of late, but still, if you are not able to prove in these sort of games, then there is actually nothing to play for. And I would take inspiration from people like those, with all due respect, and then put them into a positive performance. That's how I'll be giving my team talk if I were Arteta. This game is a wonderful opportunity to show where we are and how far we've progressed. And I just seriously want the players to sort of get into their heads and think that it's a game that can be won, not just salvaged for a draw. Can be won.
Dev says United no top four, no trophy. Basically, season is over for them. Let's
Not
not talk
quite
about
yet.
United. Yeah. By the way, guys, yes, absolutely agreed. The away Gooners are at 104. लाइक कर दो यार, I mean सब्सक्राइब कर दो उनके चैनल को भी. 110 is what we are going for. उससे ज्यादा हो जाए तो और भी अच्छा है.
Thank
But
you,
yeah,
guys.
please go ahead and subscribe to the Away Gooners, and while you're here, please make sure that you like and subscribe to Menace and the Monk as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
No problem at all, buddy. Now, Bob, I'll come to you first. Predictions.
This is always a banana skin moment for me, you know. So I don't usually go in for predictions.
I don't. Yeah.
But there is an optimist in me who
Okay.
still thinks that Arsenal will go on to win the game.
Okay.
There are enough reasons to suggest that it could be won, and I feel we would be, of course, we would be conceding for sure. We would be conceding. I feel it would be a 2-1 victory to the Gunners. But history says this game could be heading out for a draw. The last time when any Premier League team met after 5 wins on the trot, both of them were again Arsenal versus Liverpool. That was the game at Anfield in April 2009. That was the game
Mhm.
when Arshavin scored 4 goals.
For
4 goals. Yeah.
goals.
How can we forget that game?
That was that game after each of the Premier League team have won at least 5 on the trot, right? So there's also other evidence or other stat which is as well crazy. Andre Mariner, who's going to be the ref for this game, have officiated in four. I mean, the 4 games that he has officiated against Arsenal, Liverpool are all draws.
All right.
At least in regular time, he has actually managed 2 League Cup games, which is a different thing. But at least for 90 minutes, it's been draws.
Bob, I'm getting mixed signals. Are you going for a draw or are you going for an Arsenal victory?
No, the stat says it's a draw, but I will go
Okay.
for a win. 2-1.
Okay. Okay. Bob is going for a 2-1 Arsenal win. Nabil, क्या बोलता है भाई? And we will take, once Nabil is done with his predictions, we will take the other predictions. So, guys, whoever is watching, please comment in the comment section what your predictions are. We'll take that one by one after Nabil is done with his prediction.
Even I think Arsenal will score a goal. I'm
Okay.
sure about it that they will score a goal, but I think it should be an easy game for us, and
Easy.
3-1. I think. I know, Bob. I'm so sorry, but 3-1, and I'm
Yeah.
just hoping for a last-minute Bobby Firmino goal.
Bobby Firmino. Yes, we completely forgot about Bobby Firmino.
Arsenal
The
and
guy.
Bobby Firmino, we can't forget it. Yes,
Yes.
Arsenal and Bobby Firmino.
Look, when you talk about Bobby Firmino, I am a little biased. So
And Didi is a big fan.
yeah, I'm a
Didi is a big
huge Bobby Firmino
Yes,
fan.
yes, yes.
Bobby Firmino has scored one hat trick for Liverpool. I was at Anfield for that game. So I mean, I've been privileged, but I'm a huge Bobby Firmino fan, and I do feel that he will have some part to play. But let's take predictions. By the way, Manas says this, Nabil, fireball में
Nabil,
पार्टी
Fire
करेंगे.
Party में 100 trophy. अरे भाई पक्का 100%.
मैं
आने दे
मैं
खाली
भी
मेरे को
मुंबई आऊंगा. मैं भी
आ
मुंबई
जाना.
आऊंगा और हम लोग सब फायरबॉल में पार्टी करेंगे और खूब दारू पियेंगे.
अगर फायरबॉल वाला देख रहेगा ना ये रुक जा. अरे यार उसको आपस में मेरे को स्क्रीनशॉट लेने तो उसको दिखाऊंगा कि
रुक जा.
कहां पर है हम लोग. तेरे नाम के चर्चे कहां पर चल रहे देख खाली.
All right. Um, Guneet says, I want Nabil's confidence in my life. You should have Nabil's confidence in your life. Nabil is an awesome guy. And,
Thank you. Thank you.
I have absolutely. उससे बात करके हमेशा मूड सही हो जाता है. So you should have Nabil's confidence in life. I
Thank you,
agree
buddy.
with
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. So Sanjeev says 2-1 Diaz and Salah and 1 goal for Martinelli. So this is like reverse, for Bob. We'll just take each prediction at a time. By the way, Bob, we are a Liverpool-based channel, so
Of course, buddy.
most of the
Of course,
predictions
man.
here,
I would be saying the
most of
same
the
thing. Come on.
most of the predictions here are
अरे कोई
in
नहीं
favor of
यार.
Liverpool. But yeah, whoever is subscribed to the Away Gooners, the Gunners that you have tuned in, also subscribe to Menace in the Monk. Yeah, I mean that way you can also put your predictions. But yeah, Ritvik, who's a Man United fan, is going for 4-1 Liverpool, quite understandably. Right. Dev says, heart says 3-1 Liverpool, head says 3 points. What else could I ask for? I agree. I agree. I mean, 3 points at this stage is what is most important. Nikhil
It
is
is.
talking
It is.
for a 2-1 victory. Lakshmi is saying Arsenal will win 3-2 with an out of box goal by Partey as the winning goal. Oh my God. Wow. That's some
That
movie
would be
script, man.
epic, isn't it? I'll
Yeah.
throw a fireball party, man.
Yeah.
फायरबॉल सिडनी में भी फेमस हो गया. थैंक यू बॉब.
Fireball,
फायरबॉल सिडनी में भी
fireball
फेमस.
famous हो गया है. Full like so, Bob, in case you don't know, Fireball is a Chinese takeout place in Yari Road, Andheri, Mumbai. The spiciest Chinese that you'll ever eat. And whenever Manas, who's another friend of mine with whom I run this channel, so he lives in Yari Road, and so does Nabil. And whenever I'm at Manas's house, after like at least 8 or 9 whiskey pecks, food usually comes from
Food from
Fireball. So
फायरबॉल.
that's the story of Fireball. Right.
Okay, buddy.
3-2 Liverpool. Arsenal Liverpool are mostly high scoring games. Ayaz is going with that one. All right. We'll just take a few more and then we'll finish it off. Um, आधा घंटा सोचने सो जाने की सोच रहा हूँ पर नहीं उठ पाऊंगा वापस तो इधर ही बैठ जाता हूँ. बैठ जाओ यार तेजस, हम
बैठ
वैसे अब स्ट्रीम खत्म हो रही है. तो मतलब थैंक यू सो मच तेजस फॉर ज्वाइनिंग इन. Vishal is going for a 2-0 Liverpool victory. And Satvik says, am I the only one who thinks Bob looks like Gilberto Silva?
Gilberto
Bob,
Silva.
have you heard that one
Yeah.
before?
I'm not a wall, or I don't even have a curly hair, so no, I don't qualify.
Uh, Kiran is going for a 3-1 Arsenal victory. Wow, that's interesting. Vaibhav is going for a 3-0 Liverpool win. Shivin is going for a 3-0 Liverpool victory with Mane at the double.
मानस का प्रेडिक्शन
And
है क्या?
हाँ, नहीं मानस का
मानस ने
prediction
कुछ
नहीं है.
बोला? नहीं बोला.
मानस ने दूसरे स्ट्रीम पे बोला था 2-1 लिवरपूल.
अच्छा, 2.
Hoping for a Liverpool 3-1 or 2-0 victory. Can't see Arsenal in top 4. Satvik.
Hey,
Arsenal, I think will finish in the top 4. I
Even
think
I feel that.
regardless
Even I
of what the result happens today, I think they will be in the top 4. 2-1 Liverpool. We've got Bob fans in the house. Vishal says, "Mast aadmi hai Bob bhai."
Thank
Um,
you. Thank you.
right. All right. So Dave says, "Great show, lads. Wish I knew your language, but thanks for making partially in English too." Yeah, thank you, yeah, so much, Dave. We try to make it as much as possible to cater to every language. I mean, I wish I spoke more languages than just Hindi and English. But yeah, we try to make it as much as for everyone, as much as possible. But yeah, Bob, man, thank you so much for joining us here. Thank you for doing this at such short notice. 105 is where the Away Gooners are. यार 5 लोग हैं यार, कर लो, जाके सब्सक्राइब कर लो, अच्छा लगेगा हमको भी. It just helps content creators grow. When you guys subscribe, when you guys like the videos, it really helps us. But yeah, please make sure that you 106. We'll be here. Let's be here till we hit 110.
Hey, come on,
Guys,
guys. You guys are
yeah,
gonna make me cry.
let's be here till we hit 110. यार कर दो यार, जाके subscribe. It will be very good. 3-1 till then. Till let's. Guneet bhai, thank you so much yaar. Thank you, really appreciate it. 3-1 in favor of Liverpool. Martinelli will be a threat for Trent
Threat for
That
Trent
that
Alexander.
will be a very interesting one, isn't it? Martinelli is
Yeah,
a pain in the ass. Seriously, he will be everywhere. When you think he's going to give up, no, he won't.
Martinelli, I think Klopp very rarely
Klopp
speaks
likes him.
about
Yeah.
Klopp very rarely speaks about individual players from opposition. Martinelli was one player about him he
We
spoke,
spoke.
and that's a testament. Klopp rarely speaks about individual players. He'll say, okay, this player is great or that player is great. And we are at 110, so we've
Thank you.
oh yeah, oh 108 guys, यार दो और है यार, कर दो 110 कर दो, and then we will close this stream. uh, but yeah, Bob, thank you so much for making it here. It's
A
really
pleasure is mine.
109. We are one subscriber away. So 109 we are at. But Bob, thank you so much for
हो गया
making
भाई.
time.
111 दिख रहे.
हो गया? अरे वाह!
Is this the one, na?
Thank you, boy.
That's the one.
So we are at 111. Very good.
111.
Three ones. Um,
112.
but brilliant, brilliant. Thank you so much, guys. There. Thank you so much for subscribing to the Away Gooners. But Bob, man, thank you so much for joining us here. Wish to we will continue to talk, and hopefully let's see when we meet again.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely
Yeah.
in the next season. But I think that is the only time we are to meet again. But let's continue talking, and let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah, buddy.
Thank you, Bob. It
Good luck.
was
Good luck
really nice talking
in
to
with
you.
the rest of their season. I just don't want them to win today, but except for that, I just sincerely wish that I mean, given a choice between City and Liverpool, at the end of the day, at the bottom of my heart, I want Liverpool to win with all their talents and on everything on display. But don't. I mean, I won't wish them good luck today for sure.
Obviously.
But but rest of the games, yeah, I'll be rooting for Liverpool for sure, for them to win the title. And if they can still nick it from City, that would be awesome. Seriously, that would be really an icing on all the efforts has been going on.
नहीं भाई, I live in Whitefield, Bangalore. I don't live in Merseyside. Uh, I
निधि एक
don't.
दिन
I wish.
होएगा तो
I wish
मसी
I
साइड
did.
में रहेगा, तो फिक्र मत कर, मेरी दुआ है
I wish
तू
I
मसी
did.
साइड में रहेगा.
But no, यार मैं Whitefield. I live in Whitefield, Bangalore. Namma Bengaluru. But Nabil, यार, thank you so much, यार. I know it's a little late for you. Nabil is in Dubai, by
It's
the way.
okay.
He's joined us from Dubai. Uh, had a very tiring day and still made the still made it.
Thank you,
But
buddy.
thank you so much,
Always a
guys.
pleasure.
But thank you so much, yaar. We would love to have you again, Bob, and
Thank you.
whoever is here. Dave, yeah, absolutely, yeah. Let me know, yeah. We are more than happy to collaborate with anybody at all. I mean, just let me know. My Twitter is my DMs are open, so let's talk. Let's talk. Absolutely, would love to do it. But yeah, thank you so much, guys. Let's hope for a good game. Let's hope that it's 3 points for Liverpool. Sorry,
3 points.
Bob. Right, right. Good
I
night
didn't hear
and
it.
up the Reds.
Take care, Bob. Take care, Nidhi bhai. Bye.
See ya.